Hello Internet! Welcome back to another episode of Bazzle Spot Live. We're back with this wonderful, I'll say wonderful, it's going well so far, to be honest, Gravity team, which it's not actually that wonderful, but I don't know, the games have been quite flattering that we've had so far, I suppose. But yeah, let's look for some more games and see if we can think about how we'd improve the team as well too, as we actually find someone from Sweden straight away with a half decent rating with a Kieran Black. Well, that is interesting. And the Katana as well. So I think I was mentioning on Sunday that Katana is probably the one thing that I really do not want to come against. Obviously, Katana is going to be, I think, one of the more common Pokemon in the format, so that is one thing I will definitely have to change about the team. I'm just thinking the Nihilego slot is the thing that is sort of most up in the air. I want something that's good against Yveltal in particular and Katana in that slot. So what's good against both of those, Yveltal and Katana? I don't know, but let's think about that another time, because we need to think about how we're actually going to go about this battle. He's actually got two electric Pokemon too, which is very interesting. I mean, he's got a pretty positive rating, so he knows what he's doing. I think we do want the Adrenaline Orb boost, just so that we are faster than the Katana, so I think we've got to lead with the Lunala here. We definitely want Groudon for his Solgaleo, and his Kyurem, I suppose. Well, actually, the Kyurem, I'm pretty sure it's faster than Groudon, isn't it? So do we want Lele? Yeah, I think we do want Lele, because he's got Coco. So we'll go with these four again. So we have a trend going with these. Like, these four tend to come probably most, but when I can bring Lilligant, that does a lot of work. It's just the Nihilego slot. I'm just wondering what I can put there. But thankfully we haven't been finding many Yveltal so far. But I think Yveltal is going to be an issue for us. I mean, that is one of the reasons why I've got Lele on this team. And it's actually leading with the Katana too. But, like I was saying, we want the Adrenaline Orb boost, just so that we're faster than the Katana. If it's Assault Vested Katana, then it'll survive a Moongeist Beam. If it's Focus Sash, we could potentially just go for a feint Moongeist Beam into it. If it is Focus Sash, that will knock it out. So we have got options this turn. He's got the Coco potentially in the back as well. I do kind of want to keep Lunala safe here. But he's got two Pokemon that potentially do threaten it. What are the chances of this Katana having knockoff? Because I think a knockoff from it does still knock us out. Go for a Gravity. And Hypnosis into the Katana. I'm sure it's just going to knock off Lunala though. Which will survive, but I don't know, this turn, it feels just a bit passive for me. Like, I'm just thinking if I don't take care of that Katana, it is going to be a big pain for us. So, knock off, yeah, fair enough. Because he activated my Adrenaline Orb so kindly, it doesn't one-shot me. So now, actually I've got some options. I put Groudon in, threaten the Incineroar, or I put Tapu Lele in, which, if it's not Assault Vested Katana, does, you know, is going to be threatened by it too. But I think we need to threaten the Incineroar, so we're going to put Groudon in definitely. And the Incineroar is got to be fearing a Hypnosis. So I'm thinking if he's got Coco, he switches the Incineroar into the Coco slot. So I'm going to make a little bit of a call here and just go for a Moongeist Beam into the Katana. So it doesn't look like he is switching the Incineroar, unfortunately. So I probably am losing my Lunala here. But at least we are getting a big chunk of damage on his Katana, which is the threat. It really is the threat. I mean, worst case scenario, it wakes up and Leaf Blades into what was the Sableye. And it's, oh, okay. Okay. wasn't even slashed or assault vested. Okay, well, we have unfortunately lost Lunala, but I'm quite happy, I think, trading Lunala for the Kartana. Just thinking, surely his Kyurem comes in now, doesn't it? So I'm going to put Lele in. Like, if I had Lilligant, now would be a fantastic time for it. But is putting Solgaleo in? Solgaleo is faster than Groudon. Okay. So we are actually... we are actually a threat. We're boosting his Photon Geyser now. But I don't think we've got any options, do we? We have to Precipice Blade here and try and take this Solgaleo out. I really don't think we have got any options. Oh, it hasn't got the that filter ability, has it? Like the Duskmane Necrozma. So if Groudon is faster, we do threaten actually a potential one-shot on this Solgaleo. So I'm just going to Moonblast into it as well. Ah. Well. Didn't expect that. And that is probably game over then. Yeah, there's nothing we can do to stop that. Especially because Psychic Terrain's up, so we can't taunt it with Sableye. Okay. Is there any way that we can win this game? We don't know what his last Pokemon is. Assuming it's Kyurem at this point, but... yeah, well, this is the first time... I mean, I've hardly played any Solgaleo, to be honest, but this is the first time I've played a Wide Guard Solgaleo, so nice to know that that's always going to be in my mind now. Psychic Terrain lasts for, 4 more turns. We are not going to be able to taunt this Solgaleo. We could try and Fire Punch it. But surely he just, like... this is the mind game, isn't it? Like, does he just Wide Guard again? Maybe he does just Wide Guard again. Maybe he expects me to Fire Punch instead. So, I'm going to Precipice Blade. And we are still in Gravity, so there's nothing Sableye can do here. We're not going to show any of our other moves. Yeah, he does Wide Guard again, so I could have Fire Punched the Solgaleo there. Maybe he thinks I'm choice locked in some way. I've not actually successfully attacked anything with Groudon yet, have I? He Flare Blitzes into my Groudon and one-shots it with a critical hit. Ouch. Okay, well, that's one game over then. So, yeah, I mean, annoying, obviously, but now we know that Solgaleo sometimes have Wide Guard. If I had just Fire Punched that turn, I doubt it would have knocked Solgaleo out. I mean, he got the critical hit anyway on my Groudon, so, you know, either way, we would have lost the game with his critical hit there. But, yeah, oh well. I mean, it's a learning curve, isn't it? I mean, we're still at the beginning of the format. We are gathering information in our heads, aren't we, as to what things have. And now, I will remember Solgaleo has sometimes got Wide Guard, which makes sense. I mean, I've seen some Wide Guard Lunala. Yeah, Wide Guard Solgaleo. Interesting. Can it Trick Room as well, or is that only in the Necrozma? I'll have to look it up. I think Solgaleo is one of the Pokemon that I've looked at least that are that are like new and available now. But let's look for some more games, and hopefully we'll finish them a bit better. So I mean, yeah, there's something nagging in my head, and I think it is that I could have just Hypnosised into the Incineroar. If I had gone for a Hypnosis into the Incineroar and his Kartana stayed asleep, then amazing. If I Hypnosised into his Incineroar and he woke up and he didn't have knockoff, then maybe a Leaf Blade would have knocked us out as well too. So I'm not sure about that, but Kartana was a big problem. Maybe Kartana is not as much of a problem as I'm making out, especially in that matchup, because I have got Hidden Power Fire, as you might have seen on my Tapu Lele. So, and they didn't have a Sash, didn't have an Assault Vest on it too. So maybe it would have been safer to have just Hypnosis into the Incineroar. But another example, I'm sure I was saying yesterday or the day before, that sometimes they don't even bring the Coco. So that game, he clearly didn't, else it would have been a switch into the Coco on the obvious Hypnosis. But this guy has got a pretty low rating, but he's got a very threatening team. Togekiss, I think, is pretty good still. Superior is interesting. He has got Trick Room options. He has got Prankster options. He has got a lot of options on his team, so I'm not sure why it's rated so low, because this actually looks like a very threatening team. So how do we go about this? I think, well, we obviously don't go about it. Maybe that's why he's got such a low rating. I mean, I felt pretty decent in the match, I guess. But we'll just put it through because obviously it has disconnected. I wonder if that's 3 points. I'll count that as a win. We're 1-1 in this episode. Yeah, it's gone through as a win, so that's why he's got such a low rating. Right. Let's don't even care what music we have. I don't even really listen to the music. I never listen to the in-game music when I'm playing games and tournaments and whatever. Never have earphones. Never have a notepad. I just sit there and think, you know. I suppose other people think as well, but I just don't like the distraction of writing notes, I suppose. I like to remember things, because if I'm remembering things, then I'm paying attention. As we find someone from Italy, hope you understand that logic, with a Gothitelle. Okay. And a Dialga too. I mean, in 2016, whenever I saw a Dialga with my Gravity team, I was like, you know, just licking my lips, you know, ooh, let's Precipice Blade this and and have it. But this isn't Primal Groudon. And we can't just stop water attacks. I mean, that is really the biggest change for Groudon, is that you can't switch into Kyogre as free as you could anymore, because even in Sun, a Water Spout or an Origin Pulse is going to be doing over half. It's like, well, it's how it was in 10, I suppose, isn't it? But I mean, he's definitely got Trick Room options here, and he has got Coco too. I've got Taunt, so again, I'm having to lead with Sableye. But do I lead with Lunala as well? It does threaten the Gothitelle. Could lead with Lilligant, but then that's just a Trick Room, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to lead with Lunala. Definitely want Groudon. And I think we have to go with Lele again. Lilligant maybe isn't so good because he has got Trick Room options. And we want Lele to get rid of the electric terrain as well. Yeah. So this is going to be interesting. This is either, I feel like this is either a matchup that's going to either go very well or very poorly, depending on how smartly he plays with his Coco, if he's brought it. So he has actually led with Gothitelle. I was expecting a Fake Out and Dialga, just because I have got the Lunala. So you can't fake anything out again. I mean, I could actually just go for like a feint Moongeist Beam into Gothitelle. He doesn't one-shot it. I could taunt it as well. I mean, I'm not even super threatened if he gets Trick Room. Or am I? I mean, I have got Quash. Has he got a Mental Herb? I don't have to Gravity this turn, I don't think. So I'm just going to taunt the Gothitelle and Psyshock into the Ludicolo. This might be Incineroar coming in. It's Dialga coming in, so it's kind of what I expected him to lead with, but just a turn 2 and not a turn 1. So Dialga is getting taunted nicely. He's trying to fake out my Sableye. I'm not sure if he timed out there, or if he thought Sableye was not a ghost. And I'm pretty sure this guy's got he had a decent rating, didn't he? So he should know what I'm doing. He should know what he's doing, rather. Yeah, it's 15-30, so he's won games. But, okay. So Dialga's taunted, it can't Trick Room. I think now then I will just Gravity and Psyshock again into Ludicolo. That Psyshock didn't do a lot of damage, did it? So do I bank on the roll to knock out Ludicolo, or do I think Moongeist Beam might do more? I'll Psyshock again. That does look like a pretty low roll for a Ludicolo, but this might be Incineroar coming in, Kyogre coming in, so I'm glad that I Psyshocked again. He could be just attacking. Well, he has to attack because he's taunted. So he probably is just attacking into my Lunala then, to break the Shadow Shield. So Gravity, Psyshock. Does not much actually, so I don't think that's a Scarf Kyogre. And he's actually nicely, very kindly, ejected me into my Groudon. So this looks like it's going as well as it can be going. We know he's got Ludicolo in the back, we know he's got Gothitelle in the back, so we know he hasn't got Tabu Koko, so again someone hasn't brought Koko against this. So now, I've got a very free Precipice Blades and Hypnosis. Do I want to try and Swords Dance here? No, I don't. So I'm just going to Precipice Blade, and I don't even have to Hypnosis, do I? I could just knock the Kyogre out, but then he would get a double into Ludicolo and Gothitelle, which doesn't really do anything for him because he can't fake out my Lunala, and I can just put the Gothitelle to sleep because we've got Gravity up now. So, does a Psyshock and yeah, a Psyshock and a Precipice Blades knocks Kyogre out from here, doesn't it? Surely. So we'll just do it. We'll just attack. It wouldn't have surprised me if he protected with the Kyogre there, but it doesn't seem like he has done. Yeah, we're in Gravity, we can't miss. We're Life Orbed, so this is going to do a lot of damage. Probably going to one-shot both of them, or knocking them out from where they were, which is what's happened. So he has got a free switch into both of his Pokemon, but it's a Ludicolo and a Gothitelle. Ludicolo very possibly in Psyshock range. He can't fake me out, so I can Hypnosis something as well if I really wanted to. I wonder if it's in Fire Punch range. Because I kind of do want to deny the Trick Room. If it's got any chance, then it's in Trick Room, isn't it? Because I've got a Scarf Lily in the back. So I am just going to go for a Fire Punch into Ludicolo and a Hypnosis into Gothitelle. Maybe he timed out. Maybe he wasn't aware he couldn't fake out Sableye. Maybe he doesn't know Sableye, because Sableye hasn't really been used much since, I don't even know when it was used last. Maybe in my Gravity team in 16. That was maybe the last time Sableye saw somewhat significant use. So, yeah, we've got time. Let's look for one more game. So we've technically had 3 battles, haven't we? Like claiming that disconnect as a win. But no, we'll look for another game. And what a bumper episode they're having. 4 battles. Nah, let's look for another game and see how we go then. So this is, I mean, it's going kind of as I expected. I'm pretty sure I've just played this guy, haven't I? Yesterday. Yeah, I played this guy yesterday. So this is the rematch. This is the Ditto that transformed into my Lunala. And we know isn't Scarfed. So I think I'm going to go with Lunala and Sableye again, but I'm going to swap them around. I'm going to lead the different way around. I bet he will swap his Ditto around if he's going to lead Ditto as well. That'd be hilarious. But yeah, we definitely want Groudon, and I'm pretty sure we wanted... Did we have Lele last time? Or did we have Lilligant last time? I think we had Lilligant, didn't we? Alright, let's not try and think about who we had last time. Who do we actually want then? Because Nihilego looks fantastic here, other than his Groudon, doesn't it? You know what? This may be a mistake, but I'm going to try Nihilego. If his Lele is Scarfed, then this obviously isn't the right move to do. But, you know, I just feel like Nihilego's on the team. It's just been sitting here doing nothing the whole time. Maybe if I was being super serious, I would have taken Lilligant. I think Lilligant is probably the way to go. But I want Nihilego to try and do something. I just need to bear his thing in mind. Groudon. That's the thing I'm on about. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. So that is an unburdened Sceptile. It's the first time I've seen an unburdened Sceptile like that. But we don't know if the Lily's Scarfed or not. And we're not going to be able to tell this turn either. In fact, memories are coming back to me now. Is this the Lily that I one-shot with a Moongeist Beam because it didn't wake up because I grass whistled it? I think it may be. So I'm going to protect Lunala here and go for a Gravity. Yeah, I think I'm kind of regretting bringing Nihilego now, but just because I think this is a Scarf Lily. So actually Leaf Blades and Shadow Balls. Okay, so interesting. So he's probably just going to do that same double, and I haven't really got anything that wants to take it ever. Just have had Ally Switch on Sableye. In fact, if I had Ally Switch on Sableye, that would be pretty nifty, wouldn't it? But yeah, Lunala is not taking anything like that. Sableye is literally doing nothing as well. Well, I think this is how you lose games. Because even if I had Lilligant in the back, I could bring Groudon in, maybe sacrifice it if I had to, but at least the sun would be up and I can attack the Lily then. So I'm gonna try and go for a double protect. Just gonna put everything in this play basically. If it goes wrong, yeah, we'll just look for another game, I suppose. But I don't know. I wanted Nihilego to do something. Here it is. Here's the Nihilego, proof that it is on the team. And yeah, I mean, he's just gonna double into that, and there's nothing we can really do. We're not surviving a Shadow Ball. So now what do we do? Because Groudon is just going to go down to a Leaf Blade Shadow Ball combination too, I would imagine. But the Nihilego is a threat for him, so maybe he does Leaf Blade that instead. So I will just Fire Punch into the Sceptile and try and Sludge Bomb into the Tapu Lele. You know, I've resigned myself to losing this game and just looking for another game anyway. I just really just wanted to bring the Nihilego. But I mean, it just solidifies once more that Nihilego maybe isn't the right Pokemon for this slot. Oh, he's actually protected the Sceptile. So he's just sacrificing his Lele then. Maybe he was fishing for my Protect there. Ooh, the Lele actually survived. Well, that's not good. I kind of was banking on, that to knock it out. So now we'll protect Groudon, and I think like we're just in the same situation, aren't we? Like trying to make calls. Like I do think he targets my Nihilego. So what I'm actually going to do is, again, Fire Punch into the Sceptile and protect my Nihilego. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. I'm just trying to make some odd moves here, just to try and catch him off. Yes, Leaf Blade into the Nihilego. And a Shadow Ball into the Nihilego too. I was wondering if you would think I was maybe scarfed or something, but he saw his Lele was faster than my Nihilego, so he should know I'm not scarfed. Maybe he thought I was choice lock. No, because that Specs is obviously going to one-shot Lele, isn't it? So Groudon comes in, and this is really the thing that I was worried about. And this is, again, why I would really like to have Nihililligant, but we're here with a Nihilego instead. So I think we Precipice Blade here. And seeing as we're just protected with Nihilego, we use this turn to eject back into Nihilego next turn. With the eject button, obviously. So Shadow Ball into Groudon, yep, fair enough. That's a decent amount of damage. So we knock out his Lele. And do a decent amount to his Groudon. Yeah, about 40%. It might have a 50% berry on it too. And he just Precipice Blade too. So we're ejecting back into Nihilego. But does Groudon survive? It does. But we've only got one Life Orb hit left. So here's Nihilego. I'm thinking maybe I should have had Grass Knot on this Nihilego. But I've got Clear Smog. Is it Clear Smog? The one that does the things. Oh, so it's not a 50% berry. But yeah, just in case of Zazurnia setting up, really, that's why I have this move on an Nihilego. And it's Reshiram last, so like if I had, annoyingly, if I had Grass Knot on Nihilego, it would have actually won the game for me, I think. Unless Reshiram's got Earth Power. But I don't think there's anything we can really do here, is there? I'm thinking his Groudon protects. But I'm thinking if I do get to Precipice Blade, I should knock out the Reshiram. And I guess I'll try and go for a Sludge Bomb Poison onto the Groudon. Just see how it goes. I mean, if we get a critical hit as well, we've won the game. But we need to hit the moves now. So Reshiram protects. Okay, which is fair enough. And now we need this to knock out Groudon. Nah, no poison. And we need to avoid... Ooh! That wasn't even a critical hit. Wow. So we've knocked ourselves out to Life Orb. What is happening? Is Nihilego actually going to do this? I didn't think that was going to knock his Groudon out. I mean, that was a sticky situation for both of us, really. I didn't think I'd knock the Groudon out if his Reshiram didn't protect, and I was probably just knocking it out with a Life Orb Precipice Blade, so I can definitely understand the move that he made. The question really now is no point in Gravity, no point in Quash, no point in Taunt. The question now is, has he got Earth Power? Has he got any way to knock out my Nihilego? We'll soon find out, won't we? The Power Gem is not going to one-shot Reshiram, definitely. Wow, it's barely a 2-hit KO. And it's Draco Meteor. We might survive this. We don't survive. Ah. Well, that came down pretty close, actually, didn't it? It is Life Orbed. I wonder if... Can Sableye do this? Like, I'm thinking, no, it can't, but... If he's going to be taking Life Orb Recoil. Can 2 Feint and 1 Life Orb Recoil knock this Reshiram out? I don't think it can. Nah, that didn't do much. Because I'm thinking I might survive. The phase at -2. We don't survive. Okay. Let's look at the recoil though. Yeah, that wasn't in feint range anyway. So yeah, I mean, I kind of messed around with that game, just because I wanted to use Nihilego, and actually Nihilego did do some work. I will look for another game just because I said that I would, because I was just sort of messing around with that last one. But I don't know. That was interesting. I am kind of surprised that Nihilego was knocked out to that Draco Meteor, but I suppose actually, because it's life orbed, maybe that shouldn't have been a surprise. Yeah, and Blue Flare is powerful too, so even -2, yeah, not really surprised that it knocked out Sableye there too. And also, it would have been very close. But again, another situation where if I had foul play on Sableye, I think I would have won the game. So, that is definitely a change I'm going to make at some point in the future. Like, I have now decided that I'm definitely making that change. And here is an Yveltal. Nasty. Ooh, this is actually nasty. So we're not going to lead with Lunala. You'll be pleased to learn. I'm going to go Sableye and Lilligant. And I'm going to go with Groudon too. And Lele. Yeah. Let's go with these. So yeah, I mean, fair enough. I was kind of messing around a bit with that last game, but yeah, that was an interesting end, wasn't it? I mean, I'm surprised that his Groudon went down to those attacks. Maybe I just got a low roll with my Precipice Blade the last turn too. But yeah, there was nothing else I could have done there. I mean, if I protected with Nihilego, I'd have got an extra feint on it or something. I mean, it's the situation where if I did have foul play, I could have potentially protected foul played, or just attacked it and foul played, which might have been enough anyway with his Life Orb recoil, perhaps. So yeah, and it's interesting. I mean, this is literally the first, the first week, I suppose, of me using this team on Battlespot. The team that I used last week as well, I'm probably going to tweak that and change things around a bit, and maybe do some videos with that too. Maybe I'll tweak this a bit and come back to this again in the future. But I know it's interesting to learn, and you can watch me learning as well too, because we've learned a bit in this episode, haven't we? We've learnt Nihilego is no good, and the Solgaleo with White Guard is a bit of a thing too. Now, when I've been in situations like this in the past, I've literally just gone for a knockoff into the Sableye and a fake out into the Lilligant. But I do need Gravity. So, I'm afraid, Sableye, you're just going to be sacrificed here. Just Gravity and Protect. Yveltal really is still an issue for the team. That's why the Nihilego slot does want to be something that is good against exactly this. But, I mean, Nihilego isn't even that great against Yveltal, is it? Because I do fairly often have Snarl. I suppose they can't really do much in return. I mean, Knockoff, actually. Yeah, Knockoff will just one-shot Nihilego. Because we can't have the Sash on it, with the Sash being on Lilligant. And it's actually gone for a Tailwind, which is terrible. Yeah, it's actually really bad. I think we just lost the game straight away here. He can literally just double into Lilligant now. We can't quash either of these because they are both dark types. Again, if I had Ally Switch on Sableye as well, we could do something with Ally Switch here. But, obviously we don't. I just feel like Lilligant is too important here. I don't even know what I'm doing. I should have been bringing Groudon in just for the Chlorophyll so that it would be at least faster than Incineroar if we survive this turn. Yeah, no double protect. Knockoff. Expecting a double into the Lilligant, but we don't get it. That is really unfortunate because we could have just Grass Whistled this turn. I'm thinking too far into this. I'm thinking that he knows I am Focus Sashed. Surely that is a decent assumption to make, but obviously he didn't make the connection. Yeah, now Yveltal is a massive pain. It really is. If the Yveltal isn't absolute max speed, then maybe we've still got somewhat of a chance. Let's see. So Lilligant is the fastest thing now. Should have done that last turn. He possibly... Well, we'll see what the Incineroar targets, actually. Because if he does it into Groudon, it's going to do a lot of damage. But, yeah, I kind of would have preferred him to do it into Groudon. We haven't got Lele anymore either, so... I'm not sure how we're threatening this Yveltal now. When Gravity finishes, but we've still got Sableye, we can set that up again. And we just need to hope that the Yveltal stays asleep. Else we literally have just lost the game. So quite a strange episode this, I guess, isn't it? I mean, we've made some interesting moves. I kind of got a bit complacent, I suppose, as well. Yeah, we can't taunt, we can't quash, because we're actually, they're grounded anyway, so we can't even feint. So, we'll just waste Gravity PP. Don't want to show any of our other moves. We need the Yveltal to stay asleep, and we need this Precipice Blade to knock it out. If those things happen, we've still maybe got a chance. But the Yveltal wakes up and has a knockoff, yeah. And the Incineroar is just faster anyway. So... Oh, and he targets a Sableye. And we survive with 1 HP. This game just got weirder. And it does knock out the Yveltal. Are we still in this? Like, I kind of don't think we are, but... Like, our Psychic Terrain is being a pain here. Like, we literally need Groudon to outspeed and one-shot both of those things. And there's possibly a Scarf Kyogre. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure this game's over. We did get... Yeah, he knocked off our Life Orb, didn't he? So we definitely can't do anything here. But... I mean, there's no point in protecting. There's nothing really we can do. Even if we had Sunny Day on Sableye, it wouldn't actually be doing anything. So we'll see if he's Scarfed or not. Kind of expect him to be. Well, it's taking his time. Maybe he's not Scarfed. He is Scarfed. He just wanted to build up the suspense, clearly. Alright, and so this has been a long video just because I've been messing around. So I hope you've enjoyed this. You know, please like and share and do all the rest of it too. I will be back with more Gravity games tomorrow. So stay tuned, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.